All right, guys, we are starting a new book. The one thing you'd save, and this one's also a Bluebonnet book if you've been reading along with my other Bluebonnet books. Imagine that your home is on fire. You're allowed to save one thing. Your family and pets are safe, so don't worry about them. Your most important thing, any size. A grand piano? Fine. For once, we got good homework, not useless stuff like worksheets. Best part is Miss Chang says we don't have to write anything down. Just think about it so that we can discuss it with everyone. We're supposed to pretend there's a fire, and we can save one thing. Miss Chang says size and weight don't matter. It could be anything. I don't worry about family or pets. They're already safe. Phew. Makes things harder, though, because I would have saved my Nana first. Arthritis, it hurts her to walk. If I tried to get her out, I'd have to hurry her up and tell her that she doesn't need her good hat. Wonder what May's taking. Maybe I'll give her a call. Hey, that's it. My phone. I'll need it to tell all my friends. And besides, someone's got to call 911, right? One thing. That's impossible. How could I ever pick just one thing? I've got so much stuff I'd want to take. My books for a start, my graphic novels and my Magnum, my Calvin and Hobbes. Heck, my Neil deGrasse Tyson books, 7. All by themselves. I couldn't pick a favorite. Each one of them is awesome. Oh man, I hate this. I'm never going to be able to decide. Promise you won't think it's stupid? How can I promise that, girl, when you don't even tell me what it is yet? You tell me first, then I'll tell you what I think. And you want me to be honest, right? Okay, it's a sweater. A sweater? Which one? Oh, not that one. Which one? Bet you're wrong. It's that nasty blue cardigan, right? You can't be serious. Why would you take that ugly thing? I don't care that it's ugly, but you hardly even wear it. I mean, when I can't find my phone, it's super annoying, but that sweater, you wouldn't even miss it, so why save it? If you lose your phone, you can always get another one. All your stuff gets stored in the cloud, right? But my one gran, she's gone, and my other gran's eye is so bad she can't knit anymore. So there's never going to be another sweater like it in the whole history of the universe. Never, ever. Things that you can't go buy, another one. That's what you gotta save. All right, scholars, let's get started. I hope you all did some good thinking. Please remember to be respectful to your classmates during this discussion. Also remember that this is just an exercise. If there were real fire, you should just get out safely. Not worry about your things. Understood, class? Understood, yes. Okay, who's up first? Ron? Miss Chang, you didn't say when the fire happens, if it's day or not. Because if it's day, I know exactly what I want to take. But if it's night, I'd take something way different. So for daytime, I'd definitely grab the program of the game I went to last summer. Mets Cubs, signed by the best player ever, Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso, sometimes I'd touch his signature just to make sure it's still there. But if the fire's at night, I'd grab my glasses from the bedside table. Because without them, I wouldn't even make it to the door. My sketchbook is always a pencil in the spiral. I love drawing things. Huge wings, sharp claws, their tails and their scales, and I would draw the fire because I've already drawn like a million flames. Come on, people, you hear me. You gotta be real about this. If a fire burns everything up, you're gonna need money. A lot. Am I the only one here with any smarts? My dad's a wallet. Duh. It's not like it's cute or anything. Truth, it's kind of ugly. Muddy blue. Way too big for me. All droopy in the sleeves. But sometimes things are so ugly, they're cute. You know what I mean? Ages ago, my gran knitted a sweater for my dad, and he wore it and wore it and wore it right out. And then my gran, who lives with us, unraveled it and knitted a new sweater for me. So I'd save that sweater. Both grans and my dad. Maybe this will sound silly when I'm wearing it. It's kind of like all three of them are keeping me warm. I bet I know what Nate's taking that animal collection with the kitten I gave her, tan with brown ears and brown paws and a brown tail curled around its teeny weeny feet. So cute. Never told her this, but I had to open up 4 boxes of tea in the key food, pig, dog, before I got the kitten. I opened up the plastic wrapping, but I couldn't touch the tea bags. But the manager saw me and got really mad and yelled and made me buy all 4 boxes. Good thing I had enough money, $12 for that dumb cat. But then I got this a great idea. And what if I gave Nate with his big box of tea bags and I had to dig through she had to dig through to find that itty-bitty kitten looking up at her with blue eyes, and she screamed. She was that happy. This is easy. If there's a fire, I'd walk out with nothing. Not a dang thing. Come see it for your own self. Place is a total dump. Be a great day for me. Be glad to see it burn down. My plaque. We worked for 6 months. Sharon and Carly and me documenting every step of how we were collecting 100 meteorites from the soil in a gutter runoff. The plaque says District Science Fair, 2nd place in shiny letters. Did Mae Jemison start like this? Or Ellen Ocha? We proved that the dirt on the streets around here holds chips and flakes from real stars. But if I take books, I'd have to leave my game cards behind. Know how long it took me to collect them in the Crimson Phoenix? I only just traded for. I haven't even played with it yet. Oh no, don't you go there, Jay. We stopped with those cards ages ago. Yeah, Jay, give up that baby stuff. That's enough. Class, we protect, affect, and respect one another. Thank you. Who's next? Miss Chang, is it okay if does one collection count? I keep them together on one shelf, all 93 of them. 93 China animals. They come free in boxes of tea. 93, that's a lot, Nate. How long have you been collecting them? That's impressive, Natalie. And yes, I think a collection can count as your one thing. Would you like to tell us more? I started 6 years ago. I have the whole farm set. Doubles of the rooster, the horse, triples of the pig. The dog set is so cute. Scotty and Boxer and Shelton, the sheepdog. Zoo set. I don't have the lion, but I have the lionesses. The endangereds. So hard to find, and I only have 3. Panda, Siberian tiger, and the ivory-billed woodpecker. Seems like a great way to start to learn about animals, too. I hadn't thought of it like that, but Miss Chang was right. Who even knew that there was an ivory-billed woodpecker? My favorite is the Siamese cat Sandra gave me last year for my birthday. I'd even been trying to get it for ages. Best friends know that kind of thing. It was the best present ever. The program. The one from the game me and Ronnie went to real early so we could go right down to the field seats and hang out there and watch the Mets take batting practice. Then Pete Alonso finished up and started walking back to the clubhouse. I'm the one who saw him leaving the field and ran to the rail and stood right there and held up my program. And just when he got near, Ronnie caught up and stuck his program out over the rail. And Pete signed it and then kept walking, and he didn't sign mine. Not his fault. He can't sign everything. It's Ronnie's fault. He should not have pushed ahead of me. I'm still mad about it. I know he felt bad. He said, "Man, I never thought that he wouldn't sign yours too." But you could tell he was so way glad to have Alonso's autograph. He wasn't that sorry. But here's the thing. Ronnie had a pen, not a marker. So it's already getting all faded. And kind of smudgy too from him touching it. And when I called out, "Please, Pete Alonso, sign mine too," he looked over his shoulder, sort of waved, and then smiled at me. At me, not Ronnie. So, if there was a fire, I'd grab my not signed program because it's from the day that Pete Alonso looked at me, right at my eyes. And that's not ink or paper. It's for real. So it can't ever fade. My bedroom rug. Quit laughing, Ty. till you hear why. First, if someone comes out of the building on fire screaming, I'm already with the rug and yelling at them, stop, drop, and roll. Mrs. Chang said the family's safe. Lots of other folks in my building, like Mr. Richards, he's so old and slow, he'd catch on fire for sure. He's burning up. I got that rug and I'll save him. I'm a hero. Hero? Shoot. That all happens in the movies, not in real life. Okay, I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that there's a chance to be a hero. I'm going to be ready. What I really want to take Miss Chang might not like that much because it might sound dumb to her. I mean, I know that they're just sneakers, even if they're the coolest sneakers on the planet. The kind that Jeremy Lin wore when he scored 38 points against the Lakers. I've seen the highlights like 100 times, but it's not exactly the sneakers. It's me saving every cent for months and months. And I didn't buy a single thing. No apps, no music. And when we went to Mickey D's, no burger, not even a Coke. And James sick of me mooching his fries until finally I saved up enough. Except I forgot about the bleeping sales tax. But Mom, when the salesman said the total, she saw my face and had a good laugh, and then she came through for me. So clean and shiny parts, almost glowing, no feet smell. At first I almost didn't want to mess them up by wearing them. Now they're broken in and I can still wipe them down every night. Maybe it wouldn't sound so dumb if I'd explained it right. Chang's pretty cool. Besides, I got another good reason. I put these babies on my feet and it's like, see you later, fire. I went to the ocean once. So big it made me feel small. But in a good way. All the bad stuff small too. I found a shell there. A whole one, not chipped and cracked. It's not very big, but it's perfect. Last October, gray and cold, no swimming, not even wading. The waves, maybe this won't even make sense, but it's true. They're always changing, but always the same, and they're loud without being noisy. I kept that shell in my pocket, traced the swirl with my finger whenever I don't feel so great. Makes me think of the ocean waves washing the bad stuff in my head. Some of it, anyway. Everyone's talking about their stuff, trying to decide what they should take. They don't know what I know, Miss Chang neither. Even though she said, don't take anything if there's a fire for real. They don't know that when the smoke starts curling in under the door and you remember not to touch it, not to let all that smoke in, you get from the bed to the window, staying low as you can, and you have to crawl out the fire escape by the ladder, but the ladder gets stuck and your ma is down there in the alley screaming for help, and you end up hanging from the end of a stuck ladder, and you see Mr. Porter from 3C running and yelling, hang on, just hang on, in an old t-shirt and pajama pants till he gets under you and says, okay, let go now, I got you. And from 3 floors up, everything down there looks so far away, and you don't know if you can make it. Your hands let go, but you have to, so you finally do, and he catches you, but only sort of. He falls down, breaks his wrist, and your side gets scraped up so bad you've got scars for life. I'm telling you, if there really is a fire, the only thing you're worrying about saving is your own sorry skin. My laptop, the whole universe on a 13-inch screen. It's like having an extra brain. Besides, they cost a bomb. Just makes sense to pick something expensive over something cheap. There's a box on my mom's nightstand. Inside, wrapped up real careful, a little curl of brown hair and some tiny nail clippings. My brother Anthony might be 8 now, if he were still alive. His heart, it didn't work right. I don't remember him much. I was too little, only 4. But sometimes my mom still cries. Get a hold of that box and run, and keep Anthony safe from the fire. It's my job. Wherever we go, Mom forgets. She's so busy. And for sure, she'll need her head on straight if there's a fire. I'd go to the bathroom and grab her insulin kit. Shoot, what Sophia said about her brother who died. Now, I can't say what I was gonna say. I'm not stupid. I know that there's way worse to lose a brother than it's way worse to lose a brother than a pet. But I miss Prince every day. Him waiting at the window for me to get home from school, jumping, licking, happy little barks like it was years since he's seen me instead of just that morning. Funny ears, one up, one down, white patches on black fur. Another dog? Maybe. But it'll never be the same as Prince. He was always thought I was the best. Never doubted on me. I've decided. My bookcase. It's one thing. Like Nate's collection, right? Books, game cards, comics. The snake skeleton I found last year, 318 bones that I wired together myself. Mrs. Chang, a whole bookcase. It's not like Natalie's collection. It's all different things. He should just pick just one, if you ask me. Yeah, well, who's asking you, Kai? It's just my opinion, Jay. Chill. I have to agree with Kai that it's stretching things a bit, but I'm going to allow it. We're doing this for fun. It's hard, isn't it? I'm having trouble deciding myself. Okay, but I still think it's not in the spirit of things. Hey, Jay, you could put your bookcase on Charlie's rug. Not if the Richards dude is still rolled up in there. I keep thinking about Prince. How he never doubted on me. Well, I'm not doubting on him now. I'll say what I was going to say. His collar from my top drawer, because it still smells like him. What May said about her grands, the sweater, she made me think about my gran. And there's this photo of her and my abuelo, who I never knew before they were married. She looks so young. It's a really old photo. So that's what I would say, right? But I got to be honest. I'm like 100% sure that if there was a fire, I'd just grab my phone and run. Joanna, I have a great idea. Here's what you do. You take a bunch of pictures of that picture with your phone. And then if there's a fire, you'll have both. Cool, Charles. You're a genius. You know, listening to all of you have changed my mind too. At first, I was going to take my box of grade books. 18 grade books, 18 class pictures, every student's name. Did you hear all that? She was going to save us. But now she's not us, Sandra. The grade books are just paper. They're not us. They're us on paper. She's going to leave us to burn up. Excuse me, scholars. I was speaking. Please don't interrupt. I don't need the grade books to remember you because you're unforgettable. And don't you ever forget that. Ha! Miss Chang made a joke. Don't forget, we're unforgettable. Okay, can I finish now? I think I'd like, I think I'd take my philodendron. Your what? Philodendron. It's a kind of plant. Do you talk to it? Because then maybe it counts as a plant. I don't talk to it, but it's special. It grew from a cutting off my mom's plant, which grew from a cutting from her plant, my gran. That's kind of like May's sweater, yeah, or Joanna's photo. Very nice, Ty, Sharon. Exciting observations, both astute and profound. What does that mean? Astute? Astute, an adjective. It means sharp, keen, perspective, profound. Also an adjective. It means wise and deep. So you're saying we're deep? Yes. You're the ones who made me change my mind. Miss Chang, Jay's snake sounds way cool. Could he maybe bring it to school? What do you think, Jay? Do it, Jay Bird. I'm going to count all those bones. Maybe. I guess I could. Sure. You really want to see it? And that's all. The one thing you'd save.